Okay, so in this video we're looking at some of the laws, and again there's not many questions I can ask, but we need to go through the laws just so you know what you can do with complex numbers. Okay, so the first law, which is sort of most common sense, if I've got two complex numbers, Z1 and Z2, the only time they can equal each other is if the real parts are equal and the imaginary parts are equal. So it's pretty much a common sense one. The next one is called the commutative law for addition, which basically says it doesn't matter what the order is, you can add them in any order and you get to the same spot, which we did understand like in vectors. Okay, next one. Again, there's not many questions you can get asked. So this one's called the identity law for addition. So if I add nothing plus nothing I to a complex number, I must get the same complex number. And what they say is that 0 plus 0i is called the identity element for addition. Okay, there's a different one for multiplying, but 0 plus 0i is the identity for addition. The next one is called the associative law, which basically if you've got more than one complex number, you can group them second and the third and add the first, or you can add the first and the second and add the third. It doesn't matter. So basically the order is not important. So that's called the associative law. Okay, coming across. Okay, the next one is the inverse for addition, and there's an inverse for multiplying as well, but let's just do addition. So if I have a complex number and I just change the signs, I get nothing, okay? And so what we say is that the opposite is called the additive inverse. Okay, so additive inverse. Again, I'm not highly unlikely I'm going to ask any questions on this one. Next one is number 6. Now we look for multiplying. Okay, so this basically says you can multiply in any order. The order is not important when multiplying. Okay, looking at the next couple. Okay, next one is the associative law for multiplying, which basically if I've got more than one complex number, I can put the second and the third together and then multiply by the first, or put the first and the second together and multiply by the third, or the first and the third and multiply by the second. The order is not important. The next one is the identity element for multiplying, and if I multiply z by 1, I get z. So to turn this into a complex number, I say 1 plus 0i. So z times 1 is z. So this complex number 1 plus 0i is called the identity element under multiplication. So 0 plus 0i is identity for adding, and 1 plus 0i is identity for multiplying. And the last one is just what we've been talking about with inverses. If an inverse exists, because they don't always, when you multiply a matrix by its inverse or the inverse by the matrix, the answer is 1. Okay, so that's just straightforward. And again, there's not really many questions that you can do on these, so it's just putting some laws into place. Okay, that's it. Bye.